A lot of you actually missed out with regards to Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government yesterday, but I am going to take time out to give you stage by stage and step by step how it did happen at the court yesterday. It was an interesting moment, but however, before I move further, I've got this to say. Why Nnamdi Kanu has been subjected to public scrutiny. Boko Haram members are being released time and again every month, and to make matter worse, the government will tell us that these people have been rehabilitated and they are going to reintegrate them back to society. One is propelled to ask this question: why is it that the government tend to have a soft spot for Boko Haram, but with regards to Nnamdi Kanu, it has been a different thing? The truth remains that the federal government of Nigeria has gone into an alliance with the northern leaders as well as their governors. Each time a Boko Haram member is arrested, should be given to them. They are going to be saddled with the responsibility of rehabilitating them and reintegrating them back to society. But what is happening to the leaders in the eastern part of Nigeria? Why have they been docile? The question is meant for them to answer. This is how the trial begins. Before we move further into the trial process as it did happen yesterday, please guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. And the best thing here is to hit the notification bell so you have access to my video whenever a new video is released. And most importantly, I would just like you to hit the like button because that will make YouTube recommend the video to more people to viewing it. Let's now dive into the main issue. On the 29th of April 2025 marks the beginning of a legal battle between the federal government and Nnamdi Kanu at the Federal High Court Abuja. A recap. It is important for you to understand that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by the Nigerian government in alliance with the Kenya government in 2021, and since then Nnamdi Kanu has been in incarceration. Nnamdi Kanu has employed the service of 6 senior advocates of Nigeria, while the federal government on his part has employed 3 senior advocates of Nigeria. In Kanu's team, we have the former Attorney General of the Federation, Chief Kanu Agabi. We also have Uche Njoko. We also have Professor Onyechi Ikpezu and a host of others. The name of the justice in charge of this case happened to be Justice James Omotosho. Before 9 a.m., the judge was seated. Parties are announced. The federal government, as I did say, was represented by 3 senior advocates of Nigeria. The judge asked the federal government, do they intend to proceed with the case or they intend dropping the case? But the federal government lawyer reaffirmed their intent to pursue the case with Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is arraigned for 7 count charges bordering on terrorism, incitement, illegal possession of firearms. But Nnamdi Kanu actually pleaded not guilty. The federal government lawyer filed an application to allow their witness testify behind screen and masks. Agabi, Kanu's lawyer, did not object to the request that was made by the federal government lawyer, but he stated here, please, I want you to extend such a cooperation when the time comes for the bail application of Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Omotosho granted the witness the go-ahead to put on a mask and actually testify behind screen. The federal government lawyer, Awomolu, requested for TV screen, DVD player to play the CD they have with them as an evidence against Nnamdi Kanu, and this was not objected by Nnamdi Kanu lawyer. Therefore, the Justice Omotosho actually granted their request. The witness is called to the dock, and the witness took an oath that whatever is going to say here is going to be the truth and nothing but the truth. Mind you, the identity, that means the name, the address of the witness must not be known by anyone. Therefore, in the court of law, the witness name is called Mr. AAAA. Now, Mr. AAA, which happened to be the witness against Nnamdi Kanu, and a witness told the federal government, said that on the 14th day of October 2015, they learned that Nnamdi Kanu was lodging at Tulip Hotel in Lagos. Upon getting there, they asked the workers in the hotel, which room is Nnamdi Kanu lodging? But the workers actually declined and they were uncooperative. They said Nnamdi Kanu is not lodging in their hotel. We are propelled to go from room to room in search of Nnamdi Kanu. That at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu was found in room 303 with a young lady named Maria. The witness said that Nnamdi Kanu initially resisted arrest and was trying to fight the DSS officers. Nnamdi Kanu was so bold and so courageous to the point whereby he actually gave an head boot to one of the DSS officer named Mr. Bolaji. The eyewitness confirmed that Nnamdi Kanu's name was not in the guest manifest. That means Nnamdi Kanu used a different identity, an unknown identity, to register as a guest in that particular hotel. Mr. AA said that the room Nnamdi Kanu was lodging was more like a broadcasting studio. When Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, according to him, every equipment in that particular room were all confiscated. According to the witness, the next day, Nnamdi Kanu was interrogated at the DSS office and submitted a CD as an evidence to the interrogation that was conducted against Nnamdi Kanu on the set day. That happened to be on the 15th of October 2015. The CD that was submitted to the judge was played, and this is what we actually found out in the video. In the video, Nnamdi Kanu did identify himself and answer questions. Kanu said in the video that his struggle was for the good of his people, that his people have been marginalized by the government of Nigeria. In the said video, Nnamdi Kanu agreed to setting up a Radio Biafra. He said he is a communication engineer. He further said that whenever he is not in the United Kingdom, his colleague is saddled with the responsibility of managing the radio. The name of his colleague was Uche Mefo. Still in the video, during the interrogation, Kanu confirmed that Radio Biafra had an office in the United Kingdom, United States, Russia, Sweden, and a host of other countries. More interesting in all of what Nnamdi Kanu said in that video, he said no worker that works in his radio station was a Nigerian. That Nigerians who are listening to him, who are watching them, are the ones who are helping them to spread the good news of the freedom of Biafra land. He went further to say that he do not have a license to hold a radio station in Nigeria. And he understands that it's a crime not to have a license and then you are running a radio station. However, if he had actually made a request to having a license, that the government of Nigeria would never have granted him a license. Mr. AA, also known as the witness, said Nnamdi Kanu made a statement that particular day that he has the freedom of right, that the Charter of the United Nations did say people have the right for self-determination. In the court yesterday, Nnamdi Kanu responded with regards to the video that all these questions were asked without my lawyer and any legal representative. And I answered the question based on the best way I think I should answer the question. And items that were seized from Nnamdi Kanu then was laptops, iPads, phones, models, microphone, etc. Agabis Kanu's lawyer requested for a few days to get prepared so that they'll be able to cross-examine the witness that has been brought forth by the federal government. The federal government lawyer, Mr. Awomolu, did not object to this. Therefore, Justice James Omotosho adjourned hearing till the 2nd day of May 2025. I have not missed out with regards to anything that actually happened there. So this is all that happened there yesterday. I'm looking forward to on Friday and see what is going to play out at the court of law. This is the very first time that this case of Nnamdi Kanu is going smoothly in the past 10 years. So we are hoping that those who are in charge of the case are mature-minded people, both from the federal government side and Nnamdi Kanu side. I believe that their maturity will come to bear at the end of the day. But my appeal is that the federal government, in our wisdom, should try, drop all this case against Nnamdi Kanu.